Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to SK Academy of Mathematics. Today we are going to learn how to solve the problem on piecewise quadratic interpolation condition. Here we are going to consider some set of nodal points, whatever they have given with respect to x and f of x. Considering these nodal points, we are going to represent the subintervals. Considering those subintervals, we are going to represent the quadratic equation. What do you mean by quadratic equation? The equation with respect to, for example, 3x square plus 4x plus 5 equal to 0. This, whatever the first term with respect to variable x, the power is 2, then we call it as a quadratic equation. Okay, done. Now considering these nodal points, I am supposed to find the piecewise quadratic interpolation condition. To represent and how to simplify using piecewise, now we are going to see. Before that, let us represent the piecewise quadratic interpolation formula. That is solution. The piecewise quadratic interpolation formula is given by p1 of x, which is equal to x minus xi into plus 1 divided by x minus xi minus 1 into xi into xi minus 1 minus xi plus 1 into f of xi minus 1 plus x minus xi minus 1 into x minus xi plus 1 whole divided by xi minus xi minus 1 into xi minus xi plus 1 into f of xi plus x minus xi minus 1 into x minus xi minus 1, okay, just xi whole divided by xi plus 1 minus xi minus 1 xi plus 1 minus xi into f of xi plus 1. This is the standard representation of the piecewise quadratic interpolation formula, where if we are going to consider some interval, that is, if I need to consider the interval from xi minus 1 to xi plus 1, between term, that is xi, I am going to neglect. Why we are going to neglect? Because we are going to shift one subinterval. So I am going to consider from here to here. So first, if I consider xi minus 1, see, remaining is xi minus xi plus 1. So x minus xi plus 1 divided by the xi minus 1. I am going to represent in the denominator. In place of x, just I am going to replace xi minus 1 minus xi minus 1 minus xi plus 1. Repeating the same condition. Now, since I am going to represent f of xi, here xi minus 1, I plus 1. Now, xi minus xi minus 1, xi minus xi plus 1. The last, I plus 1, I minus 1, I plus 1, I minus 1, I plus 1, I. See, this is how we are going to represent the formula. After this representation, now let us consider the interval. To represent the interval, we are going to consider the subinterval. The subinterval is defined with respect to, that is, x0 comma x2 comma x2 comma x4 comma x4 comma x6 up to etc., where I varies from 1 3 5 etc., where I equal to 2n minus 1, where n equal to 1 2 etc. up to n. Got the point? Yes, this is how we are. Why? Because since we are going to consider the interval x0 to x2, that is, see, here too we are going to shift it here. It is x0 x1 x2. This is the first subinterval. Next subinterval will be from minus 1 to 3. Next 3 to 7 will be the three subinterval. Now let us represent the interval or the nodal points, that is x0 which is equal to minus 3, x1 which is equal to minus 2, x2 which is equal to minus 1, x3 which is equal to 1, x4 which is equal to 3, x5 which is equal to 6, x6 equal to 7, where f of x naught which is equal to 369, f of x1 which is equal to triple 2, f of x2 which is equal to 171, f of x3 which is equal to 165, f of x4 which is equal to 207, and f of x5 which is equal to 990, f of x6 which is equal to 1779. Got the point? Considering the set of terms, I am going to represent the what subinterval. For the first subinterval, I need to consider x naught comma x2. Let us represent the first subinterval. First subinterval is given by, the first subinterval is x naught comma x2, x naught comma x2. See, x1 x naught x1 x2, that is minus 3 to minus 1, minus 3 to minus 1, where I equal to 1. Since I need to take n minus 1, that is I equal to 1 3 5. Since I am going to shift one element, so I need to consider the what odd numbers 1 3 5 7 9. Okay, now the value of I is 1. Now let us represent the piecewise quadratic interpolation formula, that is, this is pi of x. Now p1 of x which is equal to x minus, see, x minus xi, that is 1 into x minus xi plus 1, that is 1 plus 1 2 whole divided by 1 minus 1 0, x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2 into f of 1 minus 1 0 plus x minus 1 minus 1 0 into x minus 1 plus 1 2 whole divided by x1, that is x1 minus x naught, x1 minus x2 into f of xi, that is x1. Done. Now plus x minus 1 minus 1 0 into x minus xi, that is 1 divided by 1 plus 1 2, x2 minus x naught, x2 minus x1 into f of x2. Now let us consider the term which are required for the finding the first in subinterval. Okay, this is our first subinterval. To find that one, let us consider x0, x1, x2 and f of x0, f of x1 and f of x2. What is our x0? X0 is minus 3, x1 is minus 2, x2 which is equal to minus 1, and f of x0 is 369, f of x1 which is equal to triple 2, and f of x2, x0, x1, x2, f of x2 which is equal to 171. Okay, let us simplify. P1 of x which is equal to x minus x1. What is x1? Minus into minus plus 2. Next x minus x2. x2 is minus 1, minus into minus plus 1 whole divided by x0 is minus 3 plus 2 minus 3 plus 1 into f of x0 369. Done. Now plus x minus x naught, that is plus 3, plus into minus minus 3, sorry, minus into minus plus. Next x minus, okay, x minus x2. What is x2? I have minus into minus plus 1 whole divided by x1. What is x1? Minus 2 plus 3 minus 2 plus 1 into what is f of x1? That is triple 2 plus x minus x naught. What is x naught? Minus 3 minus into minus plus 3, x minus x1. What is x1? Minus 2 minus into minus plus 2 divided by, we have x2. What is x2? I have minus 1 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 into 171. Done. Yes. After this, now let us simplify p1 of x, which is equal to x into x square, x into 1, 1x, 2 into x, 2x, 1 into 2, 2. Yes. Now, whole divided by, let us use the calculator for the simplification, that is minus 3 plus 2 into minus 3 plus 1. You get 2 into 369 plus x into x square, x into 1, x, 3 into x, 3x, plus 1 into 3, 3, divided by, now we have minus 2 plus 3 into minus 2 plus 1. You get minus 1 into triple 2 plus x into x square, x into 2, 2x, x into 3, 3x, 3 into 2, 3 2s are 6. Whole divided by, see, again use minus 1 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2. You get 2 into 171. Now what we are going to do? Now p1 of x, which is equal to, see, 369 divided by 2 into x square plus 3x, 1 plus 2, 3 plus 2 plus, see, plus into minus into triple 2 into x square plus 4x plus 3 plus 171 divided by 2 into x square plus 5x plus 6. Now, here what I am going to do, just try to analyze the condition. See, here x square, here also x square, here also x square. So, what I am going to do, I am going to take x square as common. X square into the term which I have to multiply. Now, I am going to combine those elements. That is, the first I need to multiply 369 by 2. Next, I have minus triple 2 plus 171 divided by 2. Done with the first term. Similarly, repeat for the second term, that is x. Now consider x as common. Okay, if I consider x as common, 3 remains constant. 3 into 369 divided by 2. Now minus 4. So okay, plus 4 into minus triple 2. Got it? Plus 5 into 171 divided by 2. Done with the multiplication? Yes. After this, the constant terms, it is 2 into 369 divided by 2 plus, next I have 3 into minus triple 2 plus 6 into 171 divided by 2. Use the calculator, just simplify numerator and denominator. P1 of x, which is equal to, use the brackets or else it is not, 369 divided by 2 minus triple 2 plus 171 divided by 2. You get 48. 48 you need to multiply x square. Got the point? Now let us go with the plus. Now let us see plus or minus. X remains constant. Multiply this 3 into 369 divided by 2 into plus 4 into minus triple 2 plus 5 into 171 divided by 2, you get 93. 93x. The last plus or minus, let us see, that is 2 into 369 divided by 2. Next, plus 3 into minus triple 2 plus 66 into 171 divided by 2. Close the bracket, you get 216. You get 216. This is the required solution of the first piecewise quadratic interpolation equation at the interval what, minus 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to minus 1. Whether this quadratic equation, see, the first term whatever we have got 48x square, the variable power is 2, then only we call it as a quadratic equation. Whether this is correct or wrong, how to verify? If I take minus 1, I need to get the value of 171. 48 minus 1 whole square plus 93 into minus 1 plus 216. See, 48 minus 93 plus 216. If you use the calculator, you get the direct solution, that is 48 minus 93 plus 216, you get 171. If the value is correct, then all the term will be also correct. So after this, represent the first piecewise quadratic equation, the LHS part. Okay, since I don't have space, so I'm going to represent here, that is p of x, which is equal to the first piecewise, that is what, 48x square plus 93x plus 216 at the interval minus 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to minus 1. Done with the first quadratic equation. Similarly, let us repeat for the C. We have done this first subinterval. Next, I need to go with the second subinterval, x2 comma x4. Now let us repeat it again. Okay, let us erase this part. Now let us go with the second. Since I don't have space, I am going to erase. Okay. Now see, second subinterval or second interval, I need to consider what? x2 comma x4. x2 comma x4. What is x2? x2 is minus 1. See, x2 is minus 1 and x4 is 3. See, my subinterval, see, we have find from minus 3 to minus 1. Next, I have minus 1 to 3. Minus 1 to 3, where I equal to, now I need to consider 3. Okay, after this, let us represent the second piecewise, that is P2 of x, which is equal to, that is, okay, now I am going to consider x minus xi. What is xi? That is 3 into x minus I plus 1. I plus 1, that is 4 whole divided by x 3 minus 1 2, x2 minus x3, x2 minus x4 into f of xi minus 1, that is x2 plus x minus x3 minus 1 2 into x minus 3 plus, okay, 3 plus 1 4 whole divided by I, that is 3, x3 minus x2, x3 minus x4 into f of x3. Now the last term, that is x minus I minus 1, that is 3 minus 1 2 into x minus I, that is x3 divided by, now I plus 1, that is 4, x4 minus x2, x4 minus x3 into f of x4. See, I plus 1, f of x4. Now let us represent the term which are required for the simplification, that is x2, starting from x2. What is x2? I have minus 1, and x3 I have 1, and x4 I have 3, comma f of x2 I have 171, and f of x3 I have 165, and f of x4 I have 207. Done. Now substitute this element in the second piecewise, that is p2 of x, which is equal to x minus x3. What is x minus x3? I have just x3 is 1, next x minus x4 is 3 whole divided by x2. x2 is minus 1 minus 1. Now minus 1 minus 3. Okay, done. Now into f of x2. What is f of x2? 171 plus x minus x2. What is x minus x2? I have minus into minus, plus 1, x minus x4. What is x4? 3 whole divided by x3. x3 is 1 plus 1, 1 minus 3 into f of x3, 165, plus x minus x2. What is x2? I have minus 1, that is minus into minus plus, x minus x3, that is minus 1, whole divided by x4. 3 plus 1, 3 minus 1 into 207. Multiply P2 of x, second piecewise, that is, okay, x into x, x square, x into 3, minus 3x, 1 into x, minus into minus, plus 3, minus into minus, plus 3, whole divided by, use the calculator, that is, uh, minus 1 into minus 1, minus 3, you get 8 into 171 plus x into x square, x into minus 3, minus 3x, 1 into x, plus into minus, minus, 1 3 is a 3, whole divided by 2, okay, 1 plus 1, I have 1 minus 3, you get minus 4 into 165 plus, oh, see, a plus b, a minus b, a square plus b square, that is x square, a square minus b square can be written as a plus b, a minus b, that is 1 square, whole divided by 3 plus 1, 4 into 3 minus 1, 8, 207, okay. P2 of x, which is equal to 171 divided by 8 into x square minus 4x plus 3 plus, okay, plus into minus, minus 4 in, okay, not minus 4, minus into 165 divided by 4 into x square minus 3x plus x minus 2x minus 3 into, okay, after this plus, or 207 divided by 8 into x square minus 1 square. 1 square is 1, again I can represent it as constant. Okay, now P2 of x, which is equal to, now what I am going to do, take x square, x square as common. X square, again repeat the condition, 171 divided by 8 minus 165 divided by 4. Okay, the last I have 207 divided by 8. Next, I need to go with respect to x term, so I'm going to consider plus x. Later, I'm going to whether it is minus or negative. Now, let us see, minus 4 into 171 divided by 8. Next, okay, plus minus 2 into minus plus, again I can represent minus 165 divided by 4. I'm going to multiply negative also. The last, since I don't have x term, so this term becomes 0, plus the last constant, that is 3 into 171 divided by 8 plus minus 3 into minus 165 divided by 4 plus minus 1 into 207 divided by 8. 207 divided by 8. Now let us calculate, okay, that is a second piecewise quadratic equation. So I am going to represent P2 of x, 171 divided by 8 minus 165 divided by 4 plus 207 divided by 8. You are getting 6, that is 6x square. The next I have minus 4 into 171 divided by 8 plus minus 2 into minus 165 divided by 4, you get minus 3. Okay, again we are got minus 3. This is also correct, minus 3x. The last, the constant, that is 3 into 171 divided by 8 into plus minus 3 into minus 165 divided by 4 plus minus 1 into 207 divided by 8. close the bracket, you get the solution 162. Okay, this is the required second piecewise 162. This is the second piecewise quadratic equation at the interval, that is at the interval -1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. This is whether this quadratic equation is correct or wrong. How to verify? Just simplify any one number. If I take 3, 6 into 3 square minus 3 into 3 plus 162. 3 square is 9 minus 9 plus 162. Okay, you again use the calculator. You get 6 into 9 plus, not plus, minus 9 plus 162. You get 207. You get 207. See, is the required solution. If it is correct, then the second piecewise is, that is 6x square minus 3x plus 6 162 at the interval -1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. The last piecewise quadratic equation at the interval, that is last, that is, let us represent the last subinterval, that is third subinterval, at the interval. See, I have completed x0 comma x2 x2 comma x4, that is the last x4 comma x6 x4 comma x6. What is x4? X4 I have, okay, I have represented. See, I need to start from 3 to 7. 3 comma 7, which at the I interval, at the I, which is equal to 1 we have represented, 2 3, after this I have 5. This is the value of I. Now I need to represent the value of formula, that is piecewise, the third piecewise quadratic equation. In place of I need to replace 5. So what I am going to do, x minus xi, that is x5 minus x minus I plus 1, that is x6 whole divided by 5 minus 1 4 and 4 minus x6 into f of 5 minus 1 4 plus x minus I minus 1 5 minus 1 x4 into x minus 5 plus 1 6 whole divided by I 5 x5 minus x4 x5 minus x6 into f of xi, that is x5, plus the last x minus xi minus 1, that is 4 5 minus 1 x minus I, that is x5 divided by I plus 1 6 x6 minus x4 x6 minus x5 into f of xi plus 1, that is 6. Got the point? Now let us consider the term which are required for the simplification, that is x4. What does x4 represent? X4 represent, okay, x4 I have 3, next x5 I have 6, x6 I have 7, comma, f of x4 is 207, f of 5 x5, that is f of x5, that is, okay, let us represent f of x4 and f of x5 is 990, f of x6 which is equal to 1779. Now let us simplify the third piecewise quadratic equation, p3 of x minus x5. What is x5? 6. X minus x6, that is 7, divided by x4, 3 minus 6, next 3 minus 7 into f of x4, that is 207. Done. Similarly, let us repeat the next, x minus x4. What is x4? 3, x minus x6, 7, whole divided by x5, 6 minus 3, 6 minus 7 into 990, plus, now next, x minus 4. X minus x4 is 3, x minus x5 is 6, divided by x6, 7 minus 3, 7 minus 6 into 1779. Done. Now let us multiply P3 of x, which is equal to 7 x into x square, x into minus 7, minus 7x, 6 into x, minus 6x, plus into minus, minus, 6 sevens are 42, plus 42 whole divided by, okay, again use the calculator, that is 3 minus 6, 3 minus 7, you get 12 into 207 plus x into x square, x into minus 7x, minus 3x, minus into minus 7 3s are 21, divided by, again 6 minus 3, 6 minus 7, get minus 3 into 990 plus, now x square minus x into minus 6x minus 3x minus into minus 6 3s are 18 whole divided by 7 minus 3, 7 minus 6, you get 4 into 1779. Okay, now P3 of x, which is equal to, we have, see, 207 divided by 12 into x square, you get minus 13x plus 42, okay, plus, minus into plus, minus 990 divided by 3 into x square minus 10x plus 21, okay, plus 1779 divided by 4 into x square minus 6 minus 3, minus 6 minus 3, you get minus 9x plus 18. Now repeat the condition, again consider x square as constant and multiply this term, add to get the condition, x square into 207 divided by 12 minus 990, sorry, 990 divided by 3 plus 1779 divided by 4. Next, I am going to consider plus x into minus 13 into 207 divided by 12. Next, plus minus 10 into minus 990 divided by 3. The last plus 9, okay, not 9, minus 9. Since I have minus 9 into 1779 divided by 4. Done with the x variable. Now let us go with the constant, that is a plus into 207 divided by 12 into 42. Now plus 21 into minus 990 divided by 3 plus 18 into 1779 divided by 4. Now let us use the calculator and simplify the conditions, that is P3 of x, the third, the last subinterval, that is 207 divided by 12 minus 990 divided by 3 plus 1779 divided by 4. You get 132. We are going to get 132, which is the correct, that is 132 x square. The next, let us go with the next part, minus 13 into 207 divided by 12, okay, plus minus 10 into minus 990, not triple nine, that is 990, 990 divided by 3 plus minus 9 into 1779 divided by 4, okay, you get, we are getting minus 927, okay, we are getting minus 927 with respect to the variable x. The last, the constant, that is 207 divided by 12 into 42 plus 21 into minus 990 divided by 3 plus 118, close the bracket, into 1779 divided by 4, that is 1800. That is 1800. This is the required third piecewise quadratic equation at the interval, that is 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 7. Got the point? The last quadratic equation, that is 132 x square minus 927x plus 1800, which is at the interval 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 7. Whether this is correct or wrong, how to verify? Let us consider 7. 132 into 7 square minus 927 into 7 plus 100 1800. Okay, let us add 132 into 7 square minus 927 into 7 plus 1800. You get 1779. You are getting 177. If it is correct, then it is correct. Now, after this simplification, after finding all these three subinterval, now I need to find the last value, that is f of, to find what? F of minus 2.5, where x equal to minus 2.5 lies between the interval. See, minus 2.5 lies between the first piecewise quadratic equation at, that is at the interval minus 3 comma minus 1. So what I am going to consider, f of x, which is equal to 48 x square plus 93x plus 216. F of minus 2.5, which is equal to 48 into minus 2.5 the whole square plus 93 into 2.5 plus 216. F of minus 2.5, which is equal to, let us do the simplification, that is 48 into minus 2.5 square plus 93 into 2.5, sorry, minus 2.5 minus 2.5 plus 216, you get 283.5. Okay, the another one sub condition, to find the value of, what? F of 6.5, where x equal to 6.5 lies between the interval 6.5. See, 6.5 lies between the interval 3 comma 7. So I'm going to consider f of 6. Okay, f of x, let us represent f of x, which is equal to 132 x square minus 927 x plus 1800. F of 6.5, which is equal to 132 into 6.5 minus 927 into 6.5 plus 1800. F of 6.5, which is equal to 132 into 6.5 minus 927 into 6.5 plus 1800. You get minus 3367.5. This is the required solution of the given two sub interval in the interval for f of 2.5 and f of 6.5. This is how you are supposed to find what piecewise quadratic interpolation formula. This will be the piecewise quadratic interpolation solution for the given sub interval at the point, that is minus 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, x greater than or equal to minus 1 less than or equal to 3, x greater than or equal to 3 less than or equal to 7. This is the procedure and this is the step by step solution for finding the piecewise quadratic equation. I think you have understood each and every step of finding quadratic equation, which will be one of the most important question in the VTU main examination, either from linear or quadratic. I think you have understood each and every step. For more videos, please do like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you.